November the 10th, 2022. Guys, you're looking at satellite images over Florida. And what has now been downgraded to Tropical Storm Nicole is in the center of the state. But you know it's a counterclockwise rotation. And right here is Tampa Bay. And it looks like from here, from this vantage point, you guys in Tampa Bay are getting the winds blowing from behind you, not blowing ashore right now. More than likely, that's pushing some low water out of Tampa Bay. You're going to have to watch it throughout the day for tornadoes. And the National Hurricane Center mentioned that. National Weather Service has mentioned that. Once it starts to move up along the west coast of Florida, and with 1 foot into the Gulf of Mexico, it's going to pick up a little bit of steam plus the heat of the day over the top of these clouds, all the way up through Georgia and the Florida Panhandle today. Guys, I want you to watch very carefully for tornadoes popping up. Now, taking a look at the radar, you can see kind of where the center circulation is right here, just below Orlando, north of Sebring. Tampa Bay, you're catching this counterclockwise rotation now. Check that out. You're getting wind from behind you, from the north and the east right now, pushing out into the bay, which is a good thing in a way because it's not flooding the inlets, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, as the thing passes by, everything's going to change. The direction of the wind, the direction of the tide. So you're going to have to pay attention to it. At least it came ashore as a Category 1. We're going to have more reports coming in of power outages and things like that, water spouts, flooded roads as we go through the day. Now, this is the projected path throughout today. Notice by this afternoon at 1 p.m., just after lunch, we're going to start to see this thing move offshore. And it's just going to be over water for probably 2 or 3 hours. But that's enough to gain a little more strength because it is very warm waters there along the west coast of Florida. Got Friday, 1 a.m. here. That'd be tonight after midnight, 40-mile-per-hour storm. It's into Georgia now. Going to move up through South Carolina and North Carolina. This is Friday by 1 p.m. right there at 35 mile an hour sustained winds. So I think our main problem now, besides the flooding, is going to be severe weather following this storm up this path that you're looking at. Again, the winds are still at 60 miles an hour. It's moving west-northwest, at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 984. This was at 7 a.m. 25 minutes ago. And here comes my Huskies. What do y'all want? What do you want, Booger? What do you want? You want a treat? You want a treat? Okay, give me 1 minute, okay? Excuse me, guys. They know when I'm in the studio. Hold on. Guys, give me 1 second here. You can hear this is Booger, our little red and white Husky. The rest of them, I guess he's the lead man today on getting the snacks for the other two. He's the one right here in my lap, in my face, fussing at me. Tell him what you think about the weather. Tell him. What? You think it's going to be stormy? Real stormy? Okay. You think it's going to be tornadoes? You think it'll be some tornadoes? Huh? Do you think it's going to be bad? Some floods? Okay. Well, you heard that report, guys. I'll be right back. Well, guys, you heard that firsthand. That's, again, Boo Boo, one of the Huskies in here, and they're crunching on some snacks. But here's your watches and warnings. Tropical storm warnings up for all of this section of Florida going up into Georgia. You've got, again, underlying this, you're going to start to see the tornadoes pop up today, and that's going to be my greatest concern because once they get on you guys, they're rough. I've been caught in them before and been up under my cabin at that point. When that happened, holding on, it was trying to pull me out from under it. And it was very quick, very powerful, guys. It twisted the cabin, pulled the insulation out of some of the walls, dropped a couple trees on it, and the carpet had to be recut that was in one of the rooms because the cabin was no longer square. I had it 8 feet off the ground, and because it would flood in that area out on near one of the rivers here. But it was something. It came out of nowhere, and when people say it sounds like a train, it does. Exactly what I thought. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning. It was just barely sprinkling, wasn't really rough, and then suddenly coming up through the trees, It sounded like a train, except there were no train tracks there. We lost about 50 trees. No one was hurt. Main thing. A bunch of big, beautiful, I think 40 or 50 of the big ones were cypress trees, and that were very old. And it tore them apart like splinters. So if it can do that, you think of what a tornado can do to your home, or if you're stuck in a trailer or in your automobile. But guys, we're watching this. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.